Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 8 of Farming Simulator 25. Today we are going to pretty much just continue with our farming. Gonna just keep on doing some grass harvesting and we'll see if we can get some other stuff done, see if we can acquire some more land. I said I'd like to try and get into some livestock today. We'll see if that's feasible or not. Depends on how much we get done. We're not going to really waste too much time, but I did notice real quick that there was something in the market that I did want, and that was this guy right here. Now, we can't really afford some of the upgrades for this thing right now, because it does bring it up to like 60k, but we are just going to go ahead, pick up this unit, and hopefully, by the time that I'm ready to use it, I'm just going to leave it sitting over at the shop, and then we can upgrade it the next time that we're over there. But that's a very good price, so it's usually like $30,000-ish for this sprayer, so I definitely think that this is going to be a good investment. So we're going to go ahead, pick this thing up, and leave it at the shop for now. But for right now, guys, we are going to go ahead, jump right on into things. We're going to skip ahead to the month of June, and then we are going to do a cut, bale, and wrap all in one. So we'll see you guys all in June. Enjoy the time lapse. Well, guys, that harvest is completed, and I gotta say, guys, we are starting to really get ourselves a good silage operation going here. Now we have all of the equipment. We own everything we need to be doing silage production, which is honestly just fantastic. I really couldn't be happier with how everything is going. So, guys, we are at the month of June here. If we go in here and take a look at some contracts, is there any mowing contracts that can be done? That's not really worth the travel all the way up there. You know, like some of these spraying contracts I think would be really interesting to do because we do have a sprayer now. We're still gonna make $12,000. I'm wondering if I should go pick up the sprayer, maybe see what it costs to get us the sprayer tank, and then maybe we can see what we can do about this. This would be kind of nice to do fertilizer. But if I get my sprayer back here and get it all upgraded with all of the stuff that it needs, I think that we're actually going to be able to probably switch over to liquid fertilizer instead of solid fertilizer, which would be great. But if we go over here, take a look here, let's go find our sprayers. Where the heck are they? Sprayers. Sprayers? Sprayers. No? Am I just... Where is it? Hello? Sprayers. There it is. Okay. So we have this guy here. It's only $5,000 to get this additional tank for the front, which will be a great counterweight anyways. Yeah, maybe we'll pick this up and we'll take a look to see what were the upgrades. So this is for the weeds. Sprayers will only turn on when actual weeds are below the nozzle. So we don't need that one right now. We do need this one. So this one enables uniform application regardless of speed and cornering. So maybe we'll try this. Maybe we'll get this upgrade, we'll get the front one, and then we can go do that spraying contract with one of our tractors. So let's go ahead and we'll pick this up. We'll head on over to the shop. We'll buy a little bit of, I guess we're going to need herbicide, right? It was herbicide for that contract? Let's go check. Was that herbicide? Remove the weeds. Oh, it is weeds. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well, you know what? It's fine. If anything, maybe we can go do some fertilizing contracts on some of these fields, and we'll use our new fancy sprayer and get some liquid fertilizer and go out and try and do these, because I don't think it has to be, say, a liquid, solid, slurry, or manure. So we have all the options here. So let's go pick up that sprayer with that tank. We're going to get everything going. We'll take this guy because it's already fitted out with our Ursa Pro system, I think it's called. And we'll see if we can go get this guy starting some contracts while we work on some other things here around the farm. Okay, everybody, we have completed those contracts. Those are all done. Our sprayer setup is back here at the farm. I did actually forget to accept a couple of mowing contracts as well that I had completed. So that's why we got a little bit more money. And I also went ahead and while our worker was doing the fertilizing contracts, I went ahead and did a bale wrapping contract here for Ben. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to collect all of these. We're going to see how much money we got. Okay. Oh, goodness. What is going on here? Okay, so we're back up to $44,000. That is, that's pretty good. So obviously we're just in our growing stage here on our grass, so there really isn't a whole lot for us to do here in the month of July. Maybe we can check to see if we got a couple contracts that we could do. And not really. By the way, what the heck is that thing? I have never seen that sprayer before. Where is that? Let's go take a look at that thing. That thing looks mighty crazy. I always have a hard time finding the sprayers. I look at it all the time. Sprayers. Oh yeah, Plains and Prairies pack. Oh, that's why. Look at this thing. This thing's crazy. If it loads in, because it's so crazy. Wow. Now that is a sprayer, and you can go all the way up to 40 meters. That's insane. That's something to keep an eye out for. Wow. Okay, well, while we're here, is there anything good in the shop? No, the market hasn't updated yet, so we'll have to keep an eye on this. But I guess really for the month of July, I guess there's really nothing that we need to do. There's no good contracts. Our bales are not ready yet. They're still not silaged, so we can't sell them. I have refilled our greenhouses. So we're going to jump ahead, I guess, at least another month. I might just jump ahead to the month of September so that we can do our bale sale while while we get a worker maybe cutting the field. And we'll have to see how things go from there. So I will see you guys all in a couple months, I guess. Okay, we are in the month of September. We're ready to do our harvest. I went ahead and picked up a different setup. I want to try something different for loading our bales onto our trailer and maybe even collecting them up off the field. I went up and picked up this 2.3 ton rear weight. So I'm hoping between that, the rear wheel weights, we're going to be able to hopefully lift 3 bales at a time to load them onto the trailer, which will just kind of speed up the process a little bit. And then for collecting, I can also tilt this thing. I'll just show you guys. I'll jump in. I'll show you guys. I can, when I was stacking them before, I might just be able to just drive up, grab, oh, that's kind of a bad angle, and grab 2 bales. Pick up one, and then pick up a second one, and then just carry them right over kind of like this, and then just put them right into the storage. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I kind of want to give this a shot. This is part of the straw pack. DLC, free DLC that's for Farming Simulator 25. So we're going to go ahead and give this a shot, see how it works for loading. We're going to get the other tractor going with a helper to start cutting our field, and then hopefully by the time we're finished selling everything, we can just go ahead, start baling, and start wrapping. So I will jump in and show you guys what we got done in a little bit. Well, that was a lot easier to go ahead and load this trailer up with this new attachment, but man, this is a lot of weight for this tractor. I don't know if I've used this tractor for delivering yet, but yeah, it's a lot of weight. I had a hard time stopping for a second back there, so we'll go ahead and we will unstrap, like so. Nice, perfect. All right, let's go back, get another load. I might actually be able to get another 3 bales on there, but there's already a lot of weight on this tractor, so I don't know if I should push it anymore. Maybe some weight on the back might actually be a good thing. I don't know. We'll see if we can load on another 3 bales and see if we can get this thing up to 24 bales on this trailer. So I will see you guys once we all have our next load. Okay guys, we managed to actually get 24 bales on this trailer, so this will be our biggest single sale yet by doing it this way. So let's see what we get. Go ahead, unstrap. Nice. Wow, okay, we just got $50,000 for that. Look at that, we're at $141,000. I actually think we can afford to buy the next field. We have 4 more bales to sell, which will get us over and give us a little bit of a buffer. So I'm going to go ahead and load those up and just sell those. You guys will see how much we make off of that. But we're at 141,000 right now, and I think we only needed like 130 to buy field 8. So the only problem is we're going to run into some issues because of that grade. But we will address that in a couple minutes. So be right back with you guys. Okay, everybody, we are back here at the farm, and look at that. We have $150,000. That field over there is only about $130,000, so we're definitely going to be able to pick that up today. But we obviously got some baling to do. We're going to send this guy out to go do a couple of contracts, make us some more cash, and hopefully by the end of today, we'll be able to buy that field. And I still like to see if we can get some livestock in today, but we'll see how things go. But you guys know the drill. We're going to get to baling our grass up here, and then we will see how many we get once we are done. Okay, so we finished the harvest. We only got 33 bales from that. I'm not sure why it was so little that time around. Maybe I didn't have something fixed up. But anyways, we have fertilized the field with our fertilizer. We've done a little bit of liming. I got to get more lime. We'll have to take that into consideration. But for now, we still have $150,000. Plus, I think, did I collect the contracts? I have not. So we're going to go ahead, collect all of those mowing contracts, which brings us up to $170,000. We're going to go ahead, we're going to pick up Field 8, and we're going to see what it needs. So let's go ahead and buy this. $127,000, yes. Okay, and then we're going to go here. We're going to purchase soil information. Clear the yield map, yeah. So $1,900, yes. Okay. This one here, we're going to clear the yield map. We're going to clear all these. Okay, one more. Clear that. So this way we can see what our yields are now. This one here, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at... Okay, no nitrogen. I guess that's actually pretty good. pH-wise, it's not horrible. It's pretty good, actually. What is that, like 6.25? It's actually pretty good. So if we take a look, if we hover over it now, it should tell us what we got. So pH level and nitrogen is good. I wouldn't say that the nitrogen is good. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get our sprayer going over there. And then we're pretty much just going to jump ahead to next year's to see what we can afford. And we're going to get a little bit of livestock, I think. Or here's hoping. I'm trying to come up with a plan on how I want to lay out the farm, because I'm getting a little bit confused with what I want to do here. So we're going to take a quick break. Going to get the tractor going with the sprayer over on that field, and then we'll come back with you guys once I kind of have a bit more of a plan. Okay, guys, we're here in March. I've gone ahead. We've already gotten our March cut done. I've got both of the fields cut. I've had to bale up the one field because I'm trying to see if we can get a little bit of a layout going for livestock. It's a lot of traffic, and this is a lot of weight. Anyways, so I've gone ahead. I've done like some land leveling. It's going to require some touch-up still, but I'm kind of run out of money. I've spent about like $30,000 on terraforming, I think, already. I forgot how expensive terraforming was. So, oh goodness. All right, we should probably be using the other tractor for this, but that's okay. So if we just, yeah, see, like it's just pushing the tractor. So we'll just go ahead. We'll do a little quick sale here. Just go ahead, keep on selling. Okay, that gives us another 50 grand, which gives us enough to place down our first building that we need, and we're still short for some livestock. So unfortunately, I don't think the livestock is going to happen until next episode, but we'll be pretty close. We're definitely going to get ourselves ready for our net for livestock for episode 9. But yeah, I'll meet you guys back at the farm, and I'll show you guys what we got going on. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've kind of leveled out an area. Right now, it obviously doesn't look great, but obviously some things are going to change. Now, the idea is that obviously this field at some point is pretty much going to either be just a grass field, or I'm going to get rid of the grass field entirely and make this all grass field, and then kind of turn this into our operations area, and then maybe have a couple of pastures here. So the idea is I want this area here to eventually just be all sheep pasture. So what I've kind of got in mind is I'd like to get, I'm thinking probably this one, because it's smaller and easier to work with for our first pen. We might do this one down the road, but like for now, like this thing just costs 100 grand, which is a little bit ridiculous, but it also probably holds a lot more. It's got like a bigger like storage area for wool and all that stuff, so it'll be a little bit less maintenance for me on a daily or on like the monthly basis. I'd like to get this one. We'll see how money is, but if we have to get this one in next episode, then we'll go with this one. But I would ideally like to get the large sheep barn. But for today, I've been really wanting to get some equipment storage. So my thought is, I think I had one here that I installed, and it has a built-in gas tank. So this was the one here that I wanted to get. So I'm thinking of kind of just putting it in this general area here. So it's going to be on the backside. Eventually there's going to be a roadway that comes up and into this area. I just haven't figured out exactly where it's going to be. So I'm thinking probably somewhere around here for our garage. So this way we have access. There's still room on the right side over here for our sheep pasture to go in and a way to drive around. So I'm thinking, actually I should probably do a little bit of a better job lining this up. So it's not entirely square. So if I place it here, that gives us enough space to do a little bit of terraforming work to kind of touch up around here, do some smoothing edges and stuff like that, and then a little bit of landscape touch up. So I'm thinking we'll place this guy right about, yeah, probably right about there. That's probably a good spot. Maybe a little bit more back. Right about there. So we'll toggle that because I don't want it to change the ground at all. So we'll place that. And then if we go over there and we drive on over, we finally have ourselves a proper garage where right now I can actually put all our equipment, and then I can start doing some work over here to change our operations setup a little bit. Now, obviously, like I said, there's some terraforming work that I got to do, which I'll do probably a little bit of that off camera because you guys probably don't really care to see all that type of stuff. But we now have this fancy building here. And we'll go ahead and we'll open all these up. And we finally have a spot to park our tractors, park our equipment, all that type of stuff. There's tons and tons of space in here, guys. I'm not quite sure where the light switch is for in here. Is it any of these? Turn on shed lights. There we go. So that turns on all the shed lights inside and outside. Now we got ourselves a little light. And we have this fuel tank over here. I think this thing just acts kind of like like a gas station, so I don't have to actually fill it. It's just kind of just takes some money as I go. So if I just pull up and then I can hit refuel, hit diesel is the only option. So we're just going to refuel the diesel, and it should just kind of see it draining the money on the other side, which is all right. I mean, it just saves us having to go all the way into town to go get fuel for our equipment. 241 bucks in fuel. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get things a little bit more organized around here. Maybe touch up some of the terraforming, and then I will bring you guys back and see how much time we got left in the episode and what else we can get done today. Alright, so we've gotten everything organized. I've put everything into our sheds that could fit. I installed this little racking system so that we had a spot to put all of our pallets. Pretty much everything's in here. We got all of our equipment stored away in here now, minus a couple things. This thing doesn't fit through the door, which is a little unfortunate. But pretty much everything else is in here, so that's good news. But yeah, we didn't get everything done we wanted today. Oh, and I kind of fixed the terraforming around here a little bit, so everything kind of matches up. But if we take a look, obviously, I guess, do I still need to? No, the nitrogen and all that is good, and it gets worse, the pH value along the edges, but we can fix all that. But yeah, so currently we've got both fields pretty much all good, ready to go, I think. I gotta check to see the pH levels over there on that field. We might be able to do that before our next episode, something I can kind of do before we get back. So yeah, we definitely need to do a little bit of pH. The nitrogen still looks good. So yeah, we're still doing pretty well. So I think that liming is something that's going to need to get done, but that's something that we can do in the future. But yeah, so pretty much that's all we have time for today, guys. We got a lot done. We actually... we got all of our equipment lined up. We got ourselves a storage shed. I think next episode we should be able to make it to the livestock that I was hoping to do, getting some sheep or goats. I'm not really sure which ones I want to do yet, but yeah, I've got big plans for this field, and we are right on our way to getting where we need to be. And also, we do already have some grass bales for our sheep for when we pick them up next episode. So that's something that we won't even have to worry about as well, which is just fantastic. So, well, guys, I guess that's it for today. I mean, we did pretty well. Like, we've got quite a bit of money. We've got ourselves finally our first real storage building. We have a way to organize all our pallets and all that now, which is just great. I also picked up a pressure washer. I don't know if I mentioned that, so I could wash some of our machines, because our machines were, hoo-wee, they were dirty. So, yeah, I've got everything here now. We're doing very, very well. Thank you guys all so much for watching today's episode, and we'll see you guys all next time.